Josh Jacobs. Now, the running back market is not going to be high. McCaffrey is getting what McCaffrey's getting paid, right? The running back market is not going to be that high. Jacobs, we can afford to keep him. He was making 7.5 on the deal that he just coming off of, plus the bonus money, which equaled up to the 10, right? Max Crosby, same amount, base salary. He just getting way more bonus money, right? Okay. Jacobs gonna ask for 15 mil? Nah. This is what you do. Pay Jacobs 8.5, 9.5, somewhere in there. Base salary. The rest, let's say 2.5 bonus. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. Where that leave you at? That's 12. All together, right? But you taking off those couple extra mil off the base, which is towards the cap. So you get him for 2 years. If we keep trying to sign him for these 1 year fucking shits, he going to leave. You know what I'm saying? He not going to want to come back. So for me, you offer Jacobs 2-year deal between 8.5, 9.5 mil base salary with bonus money. That could equal up to maybe 11, maybe 12 altogether. But you're not paying them 12 mil on the base. You know what I'm saying? You're paying them between 8.5 and 9. Would I pay him the same amount? Nah, I would give him a little extra to make sure he come back. Now, the O-line is in flux, so we need to re-sign Jacobs and secure that. And then we need to attack the O-line. If we're not going to re-sign motherfuckers, it's going to be a lot of O-linemen in this draft. It's a couple of O-linemen in free agency. But for me, honestly, I know people ain't going to like this shit, but I don't give a fuck. But for me, it would be kind of smart to re-sign Andre James, at least one of them linemen that is free agents, or re-sign Illuminor. If you just re-sign Illuminor, then that means you got to go get a center in free agency and then draft a center behind that free agent center to make sure your center room is complete there. Then you go draft a right guard behind Illuminor. Right? Because the O-line is going to tie into the running game. If we can't, the O-line can't do the damn thing from week 1 all the way through the season, our running game is not going to do much. So if we can fix our O-line, it's not the running backs. So for me, we got the money to sign Jacobs. If we fix the O-line properly, it's going to work with Jacobs and Zamir. If we go ahead, re-sign the boy Johnson and use the fullback in our run game, in our run scheme, it's going to also help the running game. And Antonio Pierce, he wants to run the football, bro. That's really what he want to do with these Raiders. He want to dictate the game using the run, and our defense is going to be our identity to control football games. Now, we're going to need to throw the ball. I get it. Yeah, we are. We currently trying to figure out what we're going to do next with that too. So for me, let's not create another issue with the whole Jacobs shit and just bring Jacobs back. Lock him in. That's just how I'm looking at it, bro. I'm trying to make shit simple. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a little bit of load off with this because we already worried about this and this. So let's just take that load off for that position group and just go and do what we need to do and just pick him back up and give him an extra year on the contract. At least. I mean, he might want a 3-year deal. I'm cool with that. Give him a 2-year with a 3rd-year option. All right. Give him a contract. Fuck it. If you don't want to give him a whole bunch of bonus money, shit, give him some incentives then. Is he gonna sign with an incentive-based contract? I don't know. He might not. But mix it up then. Give him a few incentives and then give him some bonus money. Like, it's ways to do shit, bro. It's ways to do shit to keep the players that you need to keep right now. I like Zamir White, but I'd rather have Zamir and Jacobs. You feel what I'm saying? You can say, well, we go draft a running back, bro. Well, if we don't have to, why are we going to do that shit? Just saying, just sign Josh. We not fucking tied down. You know, we don't have the money to do the shit. We gonna have the money to do it. So we just need to go on and secure that. The Raiders need to start doing things like this. Securing shit. We need to start securing shit that we can secure. If we can't secure it, then okay. But don't just sit there and not try to secure some shit that you know will make a difference on your team. On the field and in the locker room as well. So, yeah, as far as Jacobs goes, we ain't got no excuse not to try to re-sign Jacobs. I mean, what's the excuse, bro? He got hurt last year. So? He good now. He done been injured before. Came back. Same player. So, I'm not really tripping on that. Catastrophic injury? No. Wasn't. Torn muscles? Broken bones? Wasn't. So for me, we don't have no excuse. What's the excuse? Oh man, well, we could just go do that and then we could just free up some more money. Look, we got enough money to do what we need to do with this team. If you release Hunter Renfrow, you save $8 million. You could take that and pay Jacobs. So what's the excuse, bro? What's the excuse not to try to do it? I can see if Jacobs want to leave and he just want to go get a super big deal, which he not going to get because the market is where it is. Just stay with the Raiders, bro. Save your money, youngster. Save your money. Get what you can get out of this football shit and save your money. Right? So for me, as far as Jacobs is concerned, let's not create another issue. Let's focus on the O-line. Keep the players that we need to keep. Bring back a couple of them players on that damn list. That's on the free agent list for the Raiders. So we ain't got to try to empty the goddamn bank just to fucking get the roster correct. Because I do believe we're going to get a couple players in free agency. I do think we are. You know what I'm saying? But we really need to be focused on this draft and make sure the O-line is right. Because, I mean, any quarterback we get, if the O-line ain't right, we ain't doing shit. We ain't running the ball. Shit, motherfuckers coming right up the middle of the field. Quarterbacks getting sacked, blowing up the plays. I mean, we done seen it, bro. Just saying, right? We done seen it. And being consistent. If we could get some offensive linemen in here that can be consistent, maybe we can hold it down for the whole season and not just fucking play good half of the goddamn season. Right? Make sure we got some depth then. You know what I'm saying? If you go out there in free agency and sign some old linemen, make sure we drafted motherfuckers behind them. So for me, it's more than just like, all right, bro, we just go let all these players walk because we want to try to save all this money. Like, dude, you're going to have to bring back somebody. Invest. These are investments. Investment. Make that investment with Josh Jacobs. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the Jacobs situation. I mean, I hope we sign him back. I think we do need him, though, honestly. I think we need both the backs. And we're going to rock with that. Now, Justin Fields. Justin Fields, just go talk a little briefly about the Justin Fields situation. Now, all of a sudden, the Raiders is looking at maybe acquiring Justin Fields. Well, a whole bunch of motherfuckers told me that him and Gessie didn't get along and blah, 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 blah. And that shit wasn't going to work and this and that. And you crazy, bro. Why would you think we can get Justin Fields? Well, I see some shit come out saying that, it's a possibility, though, we would, be looking at a Justin Fields if it was a possibility to get him. So never say never, man. Never say never. So as far as Justin Fields, now, if we did have the opportunity to get Justin Fields and we didn't have an opportunity to trade up in the draft and the Bears drafted Caleb Williams and we couldn't trade up, I would look at trying to go get Fields if Fields was on the market, because as far as the money goes, shit, in May, you got to sign for that 5th-year option right after the draft. So, 2024 is $3 million on the base salary. So you good. You good for this year with Justin. You still got to pay him all that money, but you good with Justin on the base salary. Now, when May come and you got to pay that 22, if I'm the Raiders, this is what I do. If I acquire him, I take that 22 mil and I split it in half. Or I split it in 3. Base salary, bonus, and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Or some guaranteed up front. The rest guaranteed up front. Boom. Split that down to like 10, 11 mil on the base. I'm good with that. You renting them for 1 year. You renting them for 2 years. You getting them for 2 years, but that you paying them money. You paying them over $5 million, $6, $7, $8 million for that 5th-year option. You give him 2 seasons. If he don't show nothing in the 2 seasons, you can just let him walk and just say, hey, we invested in Justin Fields and he didn't fucking do shit, or he came in and he got worse as a quarterback. Just saying, right? You could just let him walk. But then you would have still drafted a quarterback later in the draft. If we acquire Justin Fields, we still need to try to go get a quarterback a little bit later in the draft. The reason why I would do that is the fallback, just in case it don't work out. But if he come in, you know what I'm saying, he improve and shit, and within that, and in that 5th-year option season, bro, we can look at signing him to a deal after that. I mean, shit. You can still go draft a quarterback later in the draft. Or maybe you could pick up a undrafted quarterback or something to add to the room. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because you go get Justin Fields, no need to go get no fucking veteran. Especially. Because, I mean, for what? Like, for what, bro? You just clogging up shit. Right? I mean, we got Anthony Brown on the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't trash. We could develop him and bring him up. If he make it past training camp, shit, we need to bring him up. If he make it through training camp, we need to bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Another young quarterback. I mean, shit, fuck it, right? So, yeah, like, if we do have an opportunity to get Justin Fields, that's what I would do, though. And, of course, we still got O'Connell. So then even if you cut Anthony Brown, you'll still have that rookie that you drafted. You know what I'm saying? Later, the late round quarterback that you picked up, or maybe an undrafted quarterback. You want to keep that quarterback room as full as possible now. That's what we need to start doing, so we won't be lacking when shit pop off. You know what I'm saying? And actually these quarterbacks can grow together. You know what I'm saying? They can grow together. Because, I mean, AOC is only going to be a year apart from any quarterback we pick up this year. They're going to be 1 year apart, which is great. They both going to be coming in and learning the same playbook at the same time. Great. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, of course, Justin Fields already familiar with Getsy. I mean, for me, I think Justin Fields' problem is he would go rogue on the play sometime. You know what I'm saying? I think it wasn't all on Getsy. I think Justin Fields at times took shit into his own hands when he shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe trying to do too much. Or, not being patient enough in the pocket. I mean, not really trying to run the system how the coach wanted to be ran. You can have talent though, but shit, if you don't listen to your coaches, bro, shit, it's gonna become an issue. Cause it's gonna be plays where you're gonna go out there and you're gonna take yourself out of the offense as a quarterback. Now the Bears O-line was trash, bro. Wasn't that good. The Bears didn't have that much, so I can't really judge Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen him go out there and be good and play good, but he really didn't have much with the Bears. If he came to the Raiders, he would definitely have more to work with, is what I'm saying too. So I can't really put it on one or the other. It's pretty much both, both sides had a part to play in why that situation really didn't work out. And plus the team, they still rebuilding. The Bears are still rebuilding their fucking team. Still. So I think if it was an opportunity for him to come to the Raiders, I think it would work out better. I think he have a better support system around him. You know what I'm saying? I think having an OC that's familiar with him, would be a plus. And it would just be an investment. You know what I'm saying? And, that's only if we couldn't trade up in the draft to get a quarterback and, he was available. And if Caleb Williams got drafted at number 1, he was available and we couldn't trade up, I would definitely look into trying to get Justin Fields and then draft another quarterback later in the draft or go get an undrafted quarterback, bring him in with AOC. And then you got 4 quarterbacks on the roster, including Anthony Brown. If Anthony Brown make it past training camp, keep him on the practice squad, bring him up, and then boom. You still got 3 other quarterbacks on the roster. AOC, the rookie, and Fields. You got a full QB room just like that. Boom, right? So, yeah. I mean, if we can't get Justin Fields, cool. All right, fuck it. We got to fucking get us a good rookie did in this draft. I'm with drafting whatever quarterback we gonna get, bro. As long as we come out with another young QB in the room. And we can build an offense around these players. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, don't create extra issues. Re-sign players like Josh Jacobs. Re-sign a Jacob Johnson. Re-sign one of them linemen, at least one. At least Illuminor. I mean, motherfuckers don't like Andre James, but I would re-sign Andre James. I keep saying that shit. I would re-sign him, bro, and then draft a center behind him. I mean, hey, if Connor Williams is out there, let's go get Connor Williams. Let's go spend some money on a fucking center. Let's not go spend no money on no Chris Jones and no fucking safety, Xavier Howard and all that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. Or, you know what I'm saying, whatever other fucking players that's always fucking linked to the Raiders and shit with all these rumors and shit. You know? That's why I really don't pay attention to this shit no more like I used to, bro. I just do me. I don't give a fuck. Because a lot of this shit is just be a whole bunch of hype and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas with Photoshop. Niggas want to Photoshop every fucking player with a Raider jersey. You know what I'm saying? Sick of that lame ass shit. That shit whack. That shit ain't creative, nigga. That shit whack. You know what I mean? And we end up not getting the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then motherfuckers claim they got sources and shit, but they getting all their information off Twitter. But somebody that I know call me up and tell me totally different information. And I'm like, well, I thought these niggas was the source. Oh man, that shit was some hype shit. That was some hype shit. And for me, man, I just don't get caught up in that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I look at that shit and keep it moving. You know? I mean, yeah, some wacky shit could happen. Yeah, the media does influence some decision-making decisions with football sometimes. Yeah, the media can influence some shit. It can happen. But for me, the Raiders don't need to let the media influence them to do shit. We need to just do what's right for the team and for the franchise. Because we trying to win football games. That's the bottom line. We ain't just trying to look good. We actually trying to win some shit. We actually trying to win, bro. We actually trying to build a solid team for years to come. Not just this season, not just next season. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We trying to build it for the long haul, for the long run. So in this early stage, with AP as the coach, we need to make some good decisions coming out the gate. You know what I mean? So I'm just betting on Telesco and the management and the coaches get together and they really go out there and get some hungry players and bring players back that we need to bring back and just do the right things for the team. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is strong as it can be as far as the position groups. Try to make every position group strong. You know? Attack the ones that's weak first. And then build them up and make them strong. I mean, we already know what those position groups are. You know what I'm saying? For years, we were so focused on the goddamn defense. Now we looking at offense. Like, man, look, we need to do this and this. As far as the defense, we just need to get a couple more players in a couple positions. And the defense, they on their way. We got us a good defensive coordinator. We know we got us a decent defensive coordinator that's done a good job. So shit, the players is playing for them. Shit, they hungry. They all following Max. Shit. As far as defense, we looking real positive on our defense. But offensively, dog, we got to score points. We got to get the O-line correct. And we going to run the ball. So we need to keep Josh Jacobs for now. At least for the next couple seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we come out the gate, like, on a mission with everybody? And we ready to go? Remember, Josh ain't the coach no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure AP gonna have the team prepared, ready to go, bro. I think this training camp coming up is probably gonna be one of the hardest training camps as far as the players and what they gonna have to do to make the squad. I think this gonna be one of the most challenging training camp. AP ain't gonna make this shit easy, bro. He gonna make it difficult. And only the cream gonna rise to the top, right? Like, I don't think we gonna be half-assing shit during the week of practice. We not gonna be half-assing. Training camp, we not gonna be half-assing. Off season, we not gonna be half-assing. We ain't gonna do nothing half-ass. You know, we gonna be focused on what we need to do. I mean, the only way we gonna make it to a goddamn Super Bowl is we gotta get consistent. And then especially if we get a playoff spot, we gotta be consistent if we want to win the championship. We can't do like we do in the season. You could be inconsistent in the season because you got next week. But if we can adopt a piece of the Chiefs mentality, when they get in the playoffs, they become consistent. They know how to turn it on. You know, they can have ups and downs in the season, but once they get that playoff spot and earn it and know they got it, they're like, shit, we gonna get there, bro. We gonna turn it on. We ain't gonna let nobody beat us. They gonna have to earn it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the same type of mentality we need to have. You know, like, let's try to become consistent in everything we do. Once we do that, that's gonna translate into other shit. It's gonna spill over into everything else. But you start with that. You start with the work ethic and becoming consistent with the work ethic. And then actually going out there executing the shit that you've been working on. If everybody do that, whatever job they is in the fucking franchise, on the team, then we're gonna have a shot to make it. You know what I'm saying? To a divisional championship, conference championship, Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Past the fucking wild card. You know, you're gonna get past the wild card. You know. So yeah, we just gotta come out the gate making right decisions. No bonehead decisions, bro. No bonehead decisions with re-signing players. No bonehead decisions with the contract. No bonehead fucking trades. No stupid ass trades. Nothing stupid. No bonehead shit in free agency. And no bonehead shit in the draft. And no bonehead shit off the field. So if we could do that, shit, we moving in the right direction. No bonehead shit with the contracts. No bonehead shit with fucking trades. No bonehead shit in free agency. No bonehead shit in the draft. And no bonehead shit off the field. And we'll be in good shape. Great shape. Great shape. So, got the combine coming up. Combine's coming up Monday. It's Saturday. Well, Monday coming up. And the quarterback order might change a little bit. We gonna see. I mean, hey, I want to see all the players out there doing their thing. I want to see them physically. You know what I'm saying? Like working out, just looking at them, just seeing like quickness, agility, you know, as far as quarterbacks, arm, accuracy, yada, yada, yada. You know, I want to see. Because, I mean, you already know with the combine, shit, the combine could boost a player up further than what we looking at them now. It's going to be a lot of movement. But the quarterback shit is going to really be under a microscope. So if a quarterback go out there and blow motherfucker away, that motherfucker moving up in the draft. So maybe that might benefit us. A motherfucker might fall in the draft because he might not have a good fucking combine workout or some shit. Or he might miss a couple passes and fall. It's happened. It's happened both ways. It's happened. So for me, I'm going to just wait till after this combine. Then we're going to see what the quarterback list is looking like after the combine. Because it might change a little bit. I'm looking for somebody from the bottom to come up. As far as somebody falling from the top 3, I don't know. They'll just probably have to have a bad day. Maybe. But other than that, I'm looking for somebody to rise up out of them quarterbacks. Out of them bottom half of them quarterbacks, I'm looking for somebody to rise up in that first round. It usually happens every year. In other positions, it happens a lot. But, you know, as far as QB, you know, shit. That hype train could get going quick. We seen it last year. We seen motherfucking quarterbacks rise in the draft last year off combine. So I think that, you know, after the combine, we'll have a real clear picture of like where the quarterback's going to be at in the draft as far as like how everybody looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Where they got them at. So we got some decisions to make, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got some decisions to make. February 24th is the day today. So we got some decisions to make, bro, coming up next 2 months. Really, you know what I'm saying? Next 2 months. All the way to shit. Yeah, all the way to May 1st. We got some decisions to make, and hopefully we make the right decisions, man. Hopefully we make great decisions. Anything that's put in front of us, hopefully, if it's something that we can't do, we got contingency plan. We got plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F, and plan G. Motherfucking gangster. That's gangster. You know what I'm saying? All the way up to plan G, nigga. Multiple contingency plans for whatever we got going on. Options. Let's not be like motherfucking deer in the headlights if some don't go our way or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that we was banking on and then we got to hurry up and do some shit. Let's make sure we got contingency plan for anything that come up. And I think we'll be better off. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for the unexpected. Put it like that. So I'm not really going to stress over shit. You know, unless we just do some total bonehead shit, I'm good. As far as the draft free agency, unless we just do some dumbass shit, I'm good.
Just win. play hard, try not to make mistakes, but don't worry about mistakes because there's only one thing that counts: just win.